Oh, you thought we were about to open up the Ram. No, not yet. So this is a very good customer of ours. We do all of his cars and trucks. So he wants this one extremely loud. This is the Mega Cab. So we're going to do 3 10s in the rear portion. Then we're going to be doing the Addictive Audio V4s, the big boys. It has an extremely large motor on there, and these speakers get loud. They can handle some real power. We're going to be running a DD Audio 8K. Yes, 8K in this truck here. And it's going to all look like it came from the factory. In regards to, you're going to get in the truck and not even know anything's been touched. We're doing DSP, of course. We do a DSP on a lot of these larger builds here. We're doing a high output alternator and powder coating it the color of the truck. We're doing a large excess power battery in the rear. It's called the XP3000. I don't know how much it weighs. I have to suspect around 90 pounds, maybe 100. It's extremely heavy. DB Drive EX4 for the 4-channel. We're going to run the fronts active, keep the rears on a small 2-channel as well. And it's going to have horns, of course. When we're using Pro Audios, we will always pair the mid driver with a horn. That's it. It's going to be loud. It's going to be nasty. Stay tuned. That's all I can tell you. Now we can go check it out. Come on. All right, this is the AEV Prospector Extra Large. It's got the retractable steps on there. If you notice, he's got this little thing here right here. It is tuned and deleted already. 2021, straight from the factory. AEV Laramie. This is a really, really clean truck. I do love the radio in these. It's not the best radio for audio, but it works and customer can retain it. So we're gonna pull these doors off and run ground zero red baskets and pair it up with the horn. Horn location possibly right here. We might be able to squeeze it behind there. This customer loves it loud, and he loves a lot of tweeters. So we're also doing component Pro Audios in the rear, which we rarely will do. A lot of times we'll even tell the customer no. But this guy is a little different. So this is where the enclosure will go behind there, and the battery, the amplifiers, everything will be hidden. You'll get in this truck and not even know a thing's been touched to it. The only thing that you will know is that you spent some money to get it like that. It's going to be extremely loud, extremely clear at high volume. Stay tuned, fellas.
But
All right, guys, we're gonna get some measurements here. We have the rear wall completely disassembled. Now on the bottom here, we're gonna be able to just capture from where this red starts at to where this bracket is. That's all the area that we have. So let's hope we have enough.
I gotta.
What's up, guys? It's Mark here from Wild Question, back to start on this 2020 Dodge Ram Mega Cab 312 on 10K. It's gonna be awesome.
All right, guys, here it is. I still have to add another panel in the rear, and then I'm gonna add these side panels, and then we'll add some beauty panels to make it pretty. This is a huge box. This is 4.8 cubes net. So it is 59 inches long. Long box. Gonna be on 8,000 watts. So it's gotta be strong. What's up, guys? Dodge Ram box. We are about to make it to where our pretty piece right here, Dodge Ram. It's got our logo on there and two little cool cutouts. So I cut out another one, that way I didn't have to use the one I already painted. I was trying to get ahead of it before the truck came, and I created it, and I went ahead and painted it because that part takes a while. So I created another piece exactly like it because I need to use that to do the body filling portion, and that's what we're about to do right now. We have some wax. We're going to put wax around our mounting tape as well as on the edge of the wood. That way it'll pop out pretty easy. I'll go ahead and video this part. Shout out to Tony D. Amore at D. Amore Engineering. This is his little logo here. I've had this for about 4 years. I do like to support smaller companies that do great work. Tony's one of the smartest people that I know, and one of the smartest engineers that I know. He used to work for Rockford. He's the engineer that created the, I believe it was called the T15000. It was an SPL amplifier a long time ago, probably in early 2000s or late 90s. I don't remember, because quite honestly, I wasn't around at that time. So we're just adding wax to the perimeter here. That way it'll pop out a little bit easier. One time I went too quick and this piece wasn't perfect, and I had to knock it all off, and it took like an extra 2 hours of work. So I've already measured and drawn out what I need. Find Mondo. Half of it has dried, or it's almost complete. Now it'll stay in place without me having to hold it, and I can put a lot more pressure on it. While our Bondo is drying, I'm gonna eat lunch real quick. A lot of people have asked me a lot how I have lost the weight that I've had, and this is what I eat for lunch. Small little, it's what they call a protein pack. Got some cheese, some salami or ham. There's all different ones. That's what I eat for lunch, and then I don't eat again until dinner time. And it took about 3 weeks, and then I'm not hungry. It's not like I'm starving or anything. And the number one reason why, because I totally do not eat any sugar at all. So I've lost almost 80 pounds in almost a year now. So, and I'm going to continue to do this. So it's a lifestyle change, not just I'm going to do it for a couple of months. So. All right, so I'm gonna hit this area with some primer. Probably spray it black, because that's how I am. Then we're gonna prep our corners here, make those pretty. We're gonna paint the ports red. And wrap it black. I probably have a good 8 hours into this enclosure already. For one person that does this every single day of their life, it's still taking me 8 hours to get to the point that I am at right now. So, if you ever wonder why custom enclosures, especially large ones, cost a lot of money, that's why. Not only is there probably three to 400 in product, is that 8 hours of time already. I probably got another 3 hours. It's 11 hours at 125 an hour. That adds up pretty quickly. So we're gonna make these corners all nice and pretty right now. If you were wondering why I told you not to try this at home, that's why. because
It
in
looks
the
like it's too
pathway
wide.
of the router bit
Awesome.
was a couple screws.
Not really, but
Well, I still
awesome.
need that groove in there no matter what, so we just had to keep our fingers crossed that everything was going to work out okay. Everything worked out okay. We just went slowly into it
have
and
to go
not
long ways, and I hate
straight up
going
in
long
there and
ways.
hope for the best. So
There's no other option.
now we're going to start the wrapping process.
No other option but to go long ways.
All right, guys, as I was talking about just a few minutes ago, that little cut, that we added is that way we can wrap the entire enclosure top to bottom, and we have to have a way to tuck it in. So that little rabbit groove will allow us to transition the start point to the ending point. Easy peasy. Easy peasy after you've done this a million times. People always ask what glue that we use. There's only one glue that you should be using, and that's it. That's the brand, and that's what it's called. Landau Top and Trim. That is the only glue you should be using if you're trying to do this right. They have a red one. Don't use that one. You can figure it out on your own if you like, but if you listen to me, you'll be okay. If you listen to me, you'll be all right. Got our first layer on. We're gonna let that dry, give it a little bit of heat, and then flip it over and start. Alright guys, I have the pretty part in now, and I'm going to make our little trim pieces in there permanent so they can't ever scoot around or anything. This is a ton of power, so we've limited the flex of the enclosure by adding a ton of bracing, a whole lot of bracing, and we've never had a problem with one of these coming out. As long as we put it in properly, which of course we do every single time. What this piece is I cut it out on the CNC and I engraved the Ram logo into it. And then I took some clear epoxy and tinted it black and then poured it in. This was a little tricky because this is paint. If we were doing like a stain you can do like an over pour and then sand it off and then stain it and then clear it really easy. But when it's painted, it was a lot harder, way harder, but we got it complete here. I'm gonna glue these pieces in with some special glue that will activate quickly, really quickly actually, almost instantly. It's a two-part.